Little David and the Big Rainbow. Once upon a time, in a beautiful valley surrounded by tall mountains, there lived a little boy named David. David was kind and curious, and he loved to explore the world around him. He especially loved to listen to stories his father told him from the Bible. One sunny morning, David woke up to a bright and colorful sight outside his window. It was a magnificent rainbow stretching across the sky. David had never seen such a big rainbow before. He ran outside, his heart full of wonder. As he stood there, admiring the rainbow, David remembered the story of Noah's Ark that his father had told him. He remembered how God had promised never to flood the earth again and how he had sent a rainbow as a sign of his promise. David decided to follow the rainbow to see where it led. He walked through the valley, over hills, and across streams, always keeping the rainbow in sight. Along the way, he met different animals, a deer, a rabbit, and a family of birds. They all seemed to be following the rainbow too. After a long walk, David reached the end of the rainbow. To his surprise, he found a beautiful meadow filled with flowers of every color imaginable. In the center of the meadow stood an old oak tree, and under the tree sat a wise and gentle angel. "Hello, David," the angel said with a warm smile. "I've been waiting for you." David was amazed. "How do you know my name?" he asked. The angel chuckled softly. "I know all the children who love God and listen to His stories. I have a special message for you." David's eyes widened with excitement. "What is it?" The angel pointed to the rainbow in the sky. "This rainbow is a reminder of God's promises. Just like He promised to keep Noah and his family safe, He promises to watch over you and guide you through your life's journey." David listened carefully, feeling a sense of peace and comfort. "But sometimes I feel scared and alone," he admitted. The angel placed a gentle hand on David's shoulder. "Whenever you feel scared or alone, remember that God is always with you. He loves you very much, and His promises are forever." The rainbow is a sign of His love and faithfulness. David smiled, feeling a warm glow in his heart. He looked up at the rainbow, and it seemed even more beautiful than before. "Thank you, angel," David said gratefully. "I will always remember God's promises when I see a rainbow." The angel nodded and gave David a small, colorful stone. "Keep this stone with you as a reminder of our meeting and God's promises." David thanked the angel and carefully put the stone in his pocket. He said goodbye to the angel and the animals and began his journey back home. As he walked, he felt a sense of joy and peace. He knew that no matter what happened, God was always with him, watching over him and keeping His promises. When David finally reached home, his father was waiting for him. David excitedly told him about the rainbow, the meadow, and the wise angel. His father smiled and hugged him tightly. "You are truly blessed, David. Always remember that God's love and promises are with you, just like the rainbow." That night, as David lay in his bed, he held the colorful stone in his hand and whispered a prayer of thanks. He knew that he was never alone and that God's promises were forever. And from that day on, every time David saw a rainbow, he smiled and remembered the angel's words. He knew that he was loved, protected, and never alone. The end.